to the final session, the final session here of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships, live from the Sir Owen Glenn National Aquatic Centre in Auckland. Tonight I am joined by the older brother, Dean Kent, tonight, the three-time Olympian, Commonwealth silver medalist. Great to have you here, Dean.
Thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure to be here and really looking forward to some exciting racing tonight.
Well, it was a great heat session this morning. 3 of the para-athletes reaching the qualifying mark for Paralympics. Sophie Pascoe, Cameron Leslie and Nikita Howarth. And of course, that surprise New Zealand Open record in the men's 50 metres backstroke by Andrew Jeffcoat. And looking forward to seeing whether we can get him under 25 tonight. We start tonight's session with the 800 metre freestyle, the second of the time finals for the women. It'll be Caitlin Deans in the middle lanes. She's got a seed time of 8 minutes 40, and Dean 7 seconds to take off for that Tokyo qualifying time. Hopefully this atmosphere can bring her through.
Yeah, I think first event of the night. It'll be great to get the crowd involved and hopefully get her nice and close to what's, obviously probably one of the more special moments in your life if you can make some magic happen. So it'll be very exciting.
Well, that kicks us off. We then move to the 100 metre breaststroke for women, and it is the para multi-class. Nikita Howarth back in action, hoping to go under that qualifying mark once again. Then we're into the 50 metre backstroke. Andrew Jeffcoat in lane 4, as we said at the beginning. He did a 25.04 or 05. He's hoping to go under that 25 tonight. We'd love to see that. And then it is the 50 metre butterfly for women. Vanessa Auerhan, just a fraction outside that New Zealand record, Dean. So she was head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
Well, I think anytime you're going out, you're looking to improve on your best and squeeze the lemon for anything you can get out of it. So again, with everyone behind her, hopefully tonight we can see again another swim which rewrites the record books.
We then go on to the Legends Relay, which of course you are one of the team captains, part of the Swimming Alumni Awareness and Fundraiser. That's going to be a bit of fun.
Yeah, well, I think if everyone sees a bunch of old people rolling around, not to be too concerned. We do know what we're doing. So it'll be fun to get in there with some old mates and ooze ourselves into some togs we used to be able to fit quite comfortably. So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, we'll be letting you go from the commentary desk. You had 15 minutes before to squeeze into those trunks. Then it'll be the 200 metre individual medley. These will be amazing events. Lewis Clearbird in lane 4, he did 2 minutes this morning. Obviously this was your event, Dean, but he needs to hit that qualifying mark of 1:59.67, but also that New Zealand Open record there up for grabs.
Yeah, well, obviously it's dear to my heart, and I just, obviously love to see Lewis race, and very fortunate to be here tonight to witness it. So, yeah, I think he's got it in him. Don't want to put the kibosh on him, but yeah, it's going to be a really exciting night of racing, and that one, especially for me, I can't wait to see what he can do.
Absolutely, and then it's the women's turn in Helena Gasson in lane 4, and just heartbreaking to see only just 0.1 of a second outside that qualifying mark this morning. She really went for it, and hopefully tonight's atmosphere is going to take her right underneath that.
Well, what a fantastic heat swim, wasn't it? So really looking forward to see her do the business tonight, and again with the atmosphere and that kind of thing, the crowd behind her. Who knows, how much faster she can go. But I think the great thing about that race was Helena proving what quality she's able to produce in a morning swim. And again, I just, speaks to the calibre of what she's been producing in recent times.
That's right. Then it's the 100 metre freestyle para multi-class for both men and women. Sophie Pascoe and Cameron Leslie back in action. And then we finish the night, with the 100 freestyle for women and men. Laura Littlejohn, Emma Godwin, Erica Fairweather in the middle lanes for that. That one's going to be really, really close. And then the men's, Lewis Clearbird, the New Zealand Open record holder, up against Tyrone Henry and Zach Reed. And just speaking to Zach Reed earlier, he's got his sprinting pants on tonight. They're all going to have to put their sprinting pants on. It's going to be an exciting 100 free for both men and women.
Yeah, won't it? I mean, both races with a really good lineup, and hopefully they're all able to really push each other to some great performances, but just be awesome to see them coming to the wall in a big wave with some great racing to finish the night.
That's right, and then the relays, 4x200 metre freestyle relays for both men and women, that'll finish the night. It's a great, probably the best, I think, night of racing tonight, and look forward to seeing many records and many qualifications going through tonight. So sit back, relax and enjoy the night. We'll get underway now with the final session of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. Please join me in welcoming our technical officials for this evening's session as they come onto pool deck. Introducing the technical officials of this evening's sessions, our referees for the men's events, Ron Clark from Canterbury West Coast. For the women's events, Kareen Gillespie from Northland. Our starters are, for the men's events, Greg Forsyth from Wellington. For the women's events, Joe Russell from Canterbury West Coast. The technical director for these championships is Leslie Huckins from Canterbury. Thank you, officials. You can now be seated.
I became an IoT because I just wanted to help out the swim community, give back, because they've always been amazing when I'm swimming.
So the reason why I became a technical official is because it's much more fun than sitting in the stand. You're right in the middle of it, you get to see all the racing, you get to talk to people and be involved in the event. It's just a great place to be.
I enjoy being a technical official because firstly, it's an easy way for me to be able to give back to the sport that's given me so much. I've been able to go overseas with my own swimming, so it's a good way for me to be able to give back, and it's fun. I get to make new friends amongst the other technical officials, and I feel like it's also helping my own swimming because I understand the rules of the sport on a deeper level.
Why? Because you get to meet so many cool people. You get to be close to the racing, and the technical officials are a happy family. They're good. They teach you, or you learn something new every day, and I have. Over the last 20 years, I suppose, I've had some great support from other officials, and it's just fun. It's so fun, and seeing the swimming close up, that's really exciting. So please come, we want you.
Well, welcome back, and I'm joined here by Zach Reid, one of our New Zealand Olympic qualifiers. Zach, thank you for speaking to us, and can you just tell us a little bit about that swim in December and what it felt like to qualify for your first Olympics?
It was pretty special. A lot of work went into it, a couple of years of training, and it was real special because I had my mum up in the stands and I had pretty much the whole pool deck waving me on, and just to be able to do that time, it was a huge relief, and it was just, it was an amazing moment for me,
Fantastic, and I hear your dad had to be on the phone as you were doing the race.
Yeah, he was up with my sister at a surf competition in the mountains, so Mum was on the phone to him and he had to pull over because I bet he would have been shaking a little bit, but he was an ultra honger, I think.
Oh, fantastic. Well, a special memory, isn't it? And so how's the preparation going, and what have you got to look forward to as we head towards Tokyo?
So we got about 15 or so weeks, and so I've just sat down with my coach and we've put a plan together. A bit more long course training. We don't have a long course pool in Taranaki, so we had to plan around that, and it's just kind of building up to Tokyo.
Very excited, mate. I know that the whole country will be getting behind you guys, and it's really exciting to, when you get to go to your first Olympics. And obviously you've got a great coaching team, two of the better looking coaches on pool deck. What's it like to be coached by those two?
It's real cool. Good mix of personalities on pool deck, and Sue and Donna are just, they bounce off each other, and it's really cool. I've got two brains, two really smart people working together to help get me to the best place I can be.
Fantastic. Well, Zach, finally, if you see any investment properties in New Plymouth, perhaps you could give me a shout, but we certainly wish you all the very best for the Olympics, mate, and we're just, really excited for you, so well done.
Cheers, Dean. Thank you.
From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. With expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, thank you for joining us on Sky Sport Next YouTube channel and the Sky Sport Channel 9. An exciting lot of finals to come this evening for the final session here of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. First on the program this evening, event 33, the second of the time finals of the women's 800 metre freestyle. Please welcome them onto pool deck. In lane one from Pukekohe, Kate Wheeler. Lane two from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. Lane three from Evolution, Kira Allett. Lane four from Neptune, Caitlin Deans. Lane 5 from Neptune, Ruby Heath. Lane 6 from Evolution, Talita McEwen. Lane 7 from Tasman, Abby Smale. And lane 8 from Coast, Lena Hamlin-O. So the two swimmers in the middle of the pool, lane 4 and 5, both from Neptune in Otago. And that is the club that trains with many other clubs as part of Swim Dunedin. Caitlin Deans in 4, Ruby Heath in 5. Ruby Heath moved from the Capital Swim Club down to Neptune in the last 12 months. And Kira Allett in lane 3 from Evolution in Tauranga. And settling into their rhythm, settling into their strokes in the first 50 metres. And Ruby Heath takes them through just under 30 seconds. And Dean Kent joining me in commentary, the three-time Olympian and Commonwealth Games silver medalist. 800 free, certainly not your event, Dean, but 400 was, and middle distance swimming was your game. In terms of this early stage of this 800, What are these women, what's going through their heads?
Well, I think they'll have obviously gone through their race plans with their coaches prior to the race, and they'll be wanting to just make sure they hit those critical paces. Certainly one of the key things is not overdoing that first 100, not over kicking. You want to be saving those legs and being really, really efficient whilst having that speed and not going out too slowly. So it's a really fine balancing act, and so I think they'll be trying to keep it simple and stick to their race plans. Again, trying to squeeze the lemon for any little bit of juice they can get out of themselves tonight.
And Caitlin Dean's wasting no time to get back into the lead. Kira Allerton, lane 3, slips into second place. Ruby Heath now in third. And doing quite nicely out there in lane 6, the 15-year-old Talita McEwen, who's had a blinder of a year last year with the age groups. Cleaned up almost every age group event she swum. One to watch from Tauranga. And Abby Smale in lane 7. Lena Hamlin-O from Coast in 8. And they go through the 200 metre, Dean, 2:07.40. Caitlin Dean's, interestingly, there doing a faster 50 than the one before, so still kind of settling into her rhythm.
Yes, well, Caitlin's looking really, really smooth at the moment. She's obviously come in with some really good intent to this race. And, you know, in terms of the race itself, it looks like she's going to be in complete control of this. Let's see if she can just keep holding that same kind of pacing each 50.
Going through in about 33 seconds for Caitlin Deans and Kira Allett. The rest holding 34s and 35s. And coming close to the 300 metre mark now. And that seed time, 8:40.34. And just working out the numbers there. We're just going to have to see, well, we're doing about a 106, 107 per 100 at the moment. We're going to have to speed up the pace here to get near that 8:40. Talita McEwen now slipped into third place, just in front of Ruby Heath, but very early stages.
Yes, Scott, it's looking like a really good race there for third, so hopefully those two swimmers, Ruby and Talitha, can pull themselves through to a best time. And I think, I mean, obviously all of the swimmers here will be looking to do, you know, their best ever swim. You know, whether they're racing for first or second or eighth, it doesn't really matter so long as they're producing for themselves their best ever performance. And obviously that's what we hope for every swimmer when they go into that race.
Dean, just quickly touching on your career, 3 Olympic Games, 2000, 2004, 2008, and a Commonwealth, or a few Commonwealth Games slipped in there as well. You must have just grown in confidence, grown in experience, and obviously got faster as each of those went through, but a massive occasion, the Olympic Games, and for these swimmers, the pinnacle event of any swimmer's career.
Yeah, I was obviously feel very lucky to have been able to represent my country. I think that was my dream when I was a young boy watching the Olympics on TV, and said to my babysitter that's what I want to do, and he was probably the only person that believed me, to be honest, because my mum and dad both knew how hard it is to make the Olympic Games, and I certainly didn't execute a perfect race every time. I learnt a lot. I remember my first opportunity to qualify, I made an absolute hash of it and made a promise to myself that I was never going to prepare for a race that way. And I think probably one of the things I was able to do quite well was be able to calm myself and to get myself into a good position to keep it simple and execute a great race plan. And I think that was probably one of my strengths, especially on the big occasions.
That's right, and sometimes just experience is all it takes. You've got to make those mistakes to know how to do a better job the next time. Back to the racing, 5:42, the time clicks over at the moment, for it is Caitlin Deans that leads through the 500 metre mark. So holding about 105 and a half at the moment, Dean, to take us through to 5:27 for 500. And we've got 250 metres left to swim in this 800 metres freestyle. Let's look back at the field. Kira Allett is second place, holding that really, really well. As Stephen Ferguson rolls into the facility, still trying to find his goggles.
I tell you, Stephen Ferguson will be having a cold sweat right about now, having this 800 freestyle go on, reminiscing the infamous 4 minutes 4:40 split that he produced at the Wellington Nationals quite some years ago.
He will never forget that, Dean. So we'll see if Stephen Ferguson get on the foils tonight over his 50. And that is the 600 metre mark, 6:34.54 for Caitlin Deans. Well in control of this event at the moment. That margin hasn't really changed with Kira Allett holding on to second. Ruby Heath now starting to put the foot down. She's taken back third place from Talita McEwen in 6. And they breathe them hard down there in Otago, don't they, Dean?
Well, they certainly do. Anyone that can survive the cold down there is doing well, in my opinion, Scott. But I think what I like about Talitha's race here is that she's been very brave in her pacing, and so I hope she's able to hold on to Ruby here and again pull herself through to something pretty special. You can see Caitlin is tracking to be very, very close to her personal best here, so hopefully she's able to just pick this last 100 metres up, come home with something special.
She turns for home, the bell rings for 2 lengths of the pool to go for Caitlin Deans from Neptune, Otago. On track for a national title here in the 800 metre freestyle for women. Let's bring her home. She went through the 700 in 7:41.72. Now starting to, each of these swimmers figure out how much is left in the tank, at what point will they absolutely put the foot to the floor.
You can see her, Caitlin, bringing the legs in now. She's only got that little bit to go, so she'll be really trying to finish strong, as are the other swimmers starting to bring their kick in.
That stroke rate starting to come up. She knows she's only got 25 metres left to swim, Caitlin Deans. And we've seen it last night with Erica Fairweather coming back in 2 seconds faster than what she'd done in the previous 50s. Here comes Caitlin Deans. Give her a round of applause for the win. 8:46.60. Kira Allett will take second place and the silver. And Ruby Heath, a strong finish for her over the final 200, will take third. Just looking at those times on the program. Kira Allett's done a great time there. 7 seconds under her list time there, Dean. So she'll be happy with that.
And a couple of the swimmers coming in to finish, and if you look down the list, there's quite a few of the swimmers have done a personal best time, so congratulations to those swimmers. Fantastic work.
In fact, you can see them on the board. The ones in green on the board are the ones that have done a faster time than in the program. So 3 of those swimmers doing what we think is a PB there. We'll catch a word with Caitlin Deans, the winner, as she makes her way from the pool.
And Caitlin did a great job there, swimming that race more or less by herself the whole way. Very difficult to do that, and she did it very, very well indeed.
Here with Caitlin Deans. Congratulations, Caitlin, on a national title. You got a smile on your face. Are you happy with that performance tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long course PB, so you can't complain with a PB, but I know I can be faster than that, so but can't be mad with it.
Now, for the people at home, short course is the 25-metre pool converted to long course. So first time, obviously a major difference between short course and long course, obviously with half the turns. But in terms of that, you took control of that event right from the very beginning. You built on it. The splits Dean and I were watching seemed pretty consistent. What was your game plan this evening?
Yeah, I just wanted to go out light and feel light and fast for the first 200, so be able to turn at the 200 with a smile on my face. But yeah, I really knew I needed to build and feel like I could get stronger and stronger every 200, and yeah, just practice what I've been doing at training.
Well, well done. Have you got another event on the program this evening?
Yeah, I've just got the 4x200 relay, so really excited for that with the team.
Well, you've got a couple of hours to loosen off, relax, and we look forward to seeing you back soon.
Thank you.
Well done to Caitlin Deans, the winner of the women's 800 metres freestyle.
S14 is for swimmers who have an intellectual impairment or learning disability. These swimmers find it hard to understand and apply training techniques and competition strategies.
Welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. We now move to the final of event 121, the women's 100 metre breaststroke para multi-class. In lane 3 from Coast, Shannon Murphy. Lane 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Nikita Howarth. In lane 5 from Whananui, Gabby Smith. And lane 6 from Orca, Jane Fox. This is the para multi-class of the women's 100 metre breaststroke final, and each of these swimmers in a completely different disability class. Shannon Murphy in SB6, Nikita Howarth in SB7, and Gabby Smith in SB9. Now, class from 1 to 10 is a physical disability. Jane Fox, SB14, an intellectual impairment. And Dino, 100 metre breaststroke, you were very talented at this event. What is the tactic normally in the 100 metre breaststroke?
Well, gee, Scotty, I much preferred doing a short course where there was plenty of turns for me to do, but in this race, it's really about those first few strokes, making sure that you don't overrate, that you get yourself into a good rhythm and then attack from there.
So Nikita Howarth, she broke the qualifying mark this morning, and her time was 1:33.26, and we'll just get that New Zealand record. In fact, I think she is the world record holder in this event. She is a world record of 1:28.13, and Gabby Smith has had a great week. The 14-year-old, she'll touch first in a new PB as well. One on to Gabby Smith, and Nikita Howarth coming in 1:35.99, still well underneath that 100 metre breaststroke Paralympic qualifying mark. Jane Fox will next to be touch the wall. Next to touch the wall, Jane Fox, and she'll come in at 1:53. which is 3 seconds faster than this morning. And that looks to be a New Zealand record for Jane Fox. It is indeed, 1:54.70. So Jane Fox, New Zealand record there for her. And here comes Shannon Murphy. She's got a New Zealand record as well. New Zealand age record. So 2 New Zealand records in that event and a Paralympic qualifying mark. Well done to all of those swimmers.
Yeah, fantastic to see the different styles they were using there, and great to see those young ladies being so aggressive with their race. Really, really enjoyable to watch them swim, and just remarkable to see how fast they can go with some of the things that they have to work through. It's absolutely inspiring.
Here was Shannon Murphy, Jane Fox, and soon to be joined by Nikita Howarth, the 3 of them. That was a great race, that one, ladies. Nikita, going under that qualifying mark again. Are you okay? Let's talk to you first, Nikita. 100 breaststroke, how did that one go tonight for you?
All right. I think I came back a bit slow, but I mean, I'm pretty cooked from the meet, so yeah.
Well, you've got through many qualifying marks, so congratulations on another one. Jane Fox, just underneath your New Zealand record. You must be happy.
Yep.
Tell us what happened, because you were 3 seconds faster tonight. Was it the dance you did beforehand? Was that the difference?
Probably.
Well done, Jane. And Shannon, you did a New Zealand record as well, age group record, I think, there, and a PB for you. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's been good 3 years since I swam in a 50-metre pool, so I'm very happy with that.
And anyway, you got a few words to say to the Coast Swimming Club over there?
Thank you, Michael and John, for helping me to achieve this. It's quite a miracle, so thank you very much. And thank you to my parents upstairs. You do everything for me, and I love you so much, and I can't thank you enough for it.
How lovely. Big round of applause for our para-athletes in this 100-metre breaststroke. We move now to event 122, the men's 100-metre breaststroke para multi-class. In lane 3 from Blenheim, Jack Bugler. Lane 4 from Selwyn, Jan Edwards. Lane 5 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. Lane 6 from Mount Eden, Tate Pitchon. So this is the men's 100-metre breaststroke para multi-class. We're looking for PBs across the board here. 3 of the swimmers are in class SB14, intellectual disability, and Jan Edwards with a physical disability, SB8 from Selwyn in lane 4. So all of these swimmers are racing themselves, racing they're in their own class. Lovely to see some of the legends starting to come through. Warming up. Don't do too much warm-up, legends.
That's right. Too much warm-up will definitely spoil the speed for the race, which they will definitely need. I tell you what, some of the technique that these young men are showing is absolutely fantastic. Just watching that really, really good flow through their stroke, being really aggressive, getting forwards, and some absolutely outstanding kick in there as well. Goodness me.
Yeah, they're doing very well, and a lot of these para-athletes, Dean, are doing many events right across the program and are involved in almost, 2 times a night on each session. So, the para-athletes are getting sort of 4 or 5 swims a day.
Which is fantastic for their preparation, and as they continue to improve and chase after the likes of Cam Leslie.
And Bailey Conlon here, he's had a great week. He touches 2 seconds faster than this morning, Bailey Conlon. He's done a great job. Jack Burglar has gone 4 seconds faster. Johan Edwards just over his PB there. Tate Pitchin second under as well. So great job from those guys, and we'll catch up with the winner shortly once it's determined. Now, the winner determined by the closest to the world record in this event in their class, and the computer will sort out the results, the program. For the winner of this event, it's not necessarily the person that touches the wall first, and for the viewers at home, you would have seen that graphic earlier explaining a little bit more about para swimming. And the result there, we'll come back to that result shortly. And it was Bailey Conlon. Bailey Conlon wins that one, and it was a great swim by him. Here with Bailey Conlon, he's just run over. Give me a handshake there, Bailey. 1:26, you went 2 seconds faster than this morning. Well done. How do you feel?
Exhausted after that.
I bet you do. I mean, not often swimmers can take 2 whole seconds off their 100 metre. What did you do differently tonight than was this morning? Was it just feeling more energy tonight?
No, I just listened to Michael Phelps.
You listened to Michael Phelps, you watched Michael Phelps. Well, what an inspiration. The world's best ever swimmer. So what have you got left tonight? Have you got any more swims?
I just got the 100 metre freestyle.
100 metre freestyle. I'm looking forward to seeing another PB from you, Bailey, and you've had a great week, so well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Bailey Conlon there, the winner of the 100 metres breaststroke for para multi-class, and we'll be back with you shortly with the next race.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships, the final session here of 11 sessions over since Monday. And we move now to event 34, the men's 50 metre backstroke. There are 2 finals tonight, a B final and then an A final. And behind, coming out onto pool deck now, the B finalists. Lane 1, Connor Barr. 2, Kokoro Frost. 3, Tegan Farr. 4, Zeke Pine. 5, Thomas Murray. 6, Luca Foy. 7, Bede Aitu. Lane 8, Quinn Walden. An impressive swim there by Zeke Pine, sneaking under 27. Bit of redemption from this morning, 26.9 to win the B. And in they come to the finish, well and truly in front there, Zeke Pine. And look at their result now. Thomas Murray coming in second, Tegan Farr from Coast clutching the third there. Please welcome to the pool deck the A finalists of the men's 50 metres backstroke. In lane 1 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. Lane 2 from Wharanui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. Lane 3 from North Shore, Kane Follows. Lane 4 from Pukekohe, Andrew Jeffcoat. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Zach Dell. Lane 6 from North Shore, Cooper Morley. Lane 7 from North Shore, Jason Churches. Lane 8 from North Shore, McAllister Clark. The New Zealand record holder in lane 4, Andrew Jeffcoat. What a blindingly fast swim this morning. Can we see another one this evening? Andrew Jeffcoat already well out in front. Can we get him under 25 seconds? There's no doubt he's going to win this, but how fast will he go? Andrew Jeffcoat is going to take the title. Zach Dell, his counterpart, will take silver. Kane Follows will take third. 1/100th of a second slower than his time this morning, but still has to be pretty happy with that. 25.07, the New Zealand record 25.06. And you must gather from that he's hitting the red line. That's about the best we're going to get from Andrew Jeffcoat this week, which is not too shabby. 25.07, and we'll catch a word with him very shortly. And looking at the result, Cameron Gray out of lane 1 takes the 4th place. Taiko Torepi Ormsby 5th, and the North Shore boys taking out 6th through 8th. Here with Andrew Jeffcoat, congratulations on a national title. And as Dean Kent said, you pretty much squeezed the lemon for everything it had tonight, just 1/100th of a second off that time.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. It was obviously not a PB, but it was as close to a PB as I could get. So pretty happy. And Dean's actually my new mentor, which I need to send him an email just to catch up with him, I guess. Yeah.
Well, he's about to come out shortly after this. You'll be able to mentor him for his 50. He's actually doing 2 50s, the poor sod. So, but what's up next for you, Andrew? That's the program. Was it the relay to come?
Nah, done for the meet. Go back to the drawing board, work on a few things that I take away. This has been a great week for learning. And it's obviously nice to know that I've got the speed there. Just need to work on a bit of the endurance, but it's nice to come away with a few things to work on.
Still very young, still got lots of time, Andrew, and I think you've got a wonderful attitude going away from this champs, and I know we'll see you back faster again.
Yeah, hopefully. Just got a big shout out to my coach and my team over there, my parents up in the stands, my siblings at home, and all my mates that are watching back home on TV. So just cheers, appreciate the support.
Congratulations, Andrew Jeffcoat, the winner of the men's 50 metres backstroke. Well, welcome back. We now move to event 35, the women's 50 metres butterfly. There are 3 finals, a C, B and then A final. And welcome onto the pool deck now, the C finalists. The C final of the women's 50 metres butterfly in lane 1 from Pukekohe, Kate Wheeler, 2 Estee Jacobs, 3 Courtney Matthews, 4 Isabella Thurlow, 5 Hope Shamil, 6 Sophie Irving, 7 Tegan Strudwick, 8 Jenna Ralston Larking. And a good win there by Courtney Matthews from Mount Maunganui. Sorry, Mount Wellington. Courtney Matthews, Mount Wellington. And quite a bit faster from this morning. Hope Shamil going faster. So did Isabel Thurlow. We now welcome to the pool deck the B finalists of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Lane 1 from St Peters, Riley Britton. Lane 2 from Capital, Taylor Miles. 3, Annie Jankova from Raumati. 4, Grace Bake United. Ray Quallen, 5, Central City. 6 from Sun Devils, Grace Jones. 7 from Central City, Amelia Bray. And lane 8 from Aqua Blades, Sasha Reed. Grace Spake taking that one out from lane 4 from United. Similar time to her heat time this morning, 24:04. Very even across the field for the B final. Came down to the finish, and there's a textbook way to make sure you've lined up that wall. Nothing in it there, just hundredths of a second separating the first 6 swimmers, or even 7 swimmers in that heat, in that final, B final. Please welcome the A finalists of the women's 50 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from North Shore, Summer Osborne. Lane 2 from Neptune, Esme Patterson. Lane 3 from St Paul's, Laura Littlejohn. Lane 4 from Phoenix, Vanessa Auerhand. Lane 5 from Coast, Amy Crosby. Lane 6 from Wharanui, Hannah Bates. Lane 7 from Coast, Tori McTeague. And lane 8 from North Shore, Minay Now. And it is Vanessa Auerhand in the pool, just 0.1 of a second off that New Zealand record this morning. She swum 26.42. And let's see if she can collect that record tonight. She's already well out in front. Lane 5 and 3, Laura Littlejohn and Amy Crosby are on either side of her. Vanessa Auerhand goes in, 26.75. She'll take the title. Amy Crosby takes the silver, and Laura Littlejohn will get the bronze there in the women's 50 metres butterfly. Here with Vanessa Auerhand, fresh out of the pool from her 50 butterfly. Congratulations, Vanessa, national title. Blindingly quick heat this morning and pretty quick heat tonight, well under 27. Are you happy with that performance?
Happy for the win, but no, I wanted to do better. I wanted to get the record and go under 26, but it'll come.
It definitely will come. You were on fire the whole of today. You look so convincing right from the get-go, right from the start. Was there something there tonight that you highlighted as something you could have done slightly differently?
Nothing that stands out, no.
Come back another day and you'll be straight under 26, I'm sure. It was such a great swim this morning and another title, as you say, so well done.
Cheers.
Vanessa Auerhand, the winner of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Well, each year the New Zealand swimming alumni host the Legends. I'm here with Lauren Boyle, the legend of New Zealand swimming, who the Commonwealth Games gold medalist, and lovely to have you here, Lauren, for the Legends Relay. But why are you wearing a swim cap? You're doing the Legends Relay?
I am doing the Legends Relay tonight. It's very exciting. It's my first time, and the Legends Relay supports the New Zealand Swimming Trust. So tonight we'll raise about 30k for current New Zealand swimmers, and we do that with the support of all the sponsors who are helping us tonight. So fantastic cause for our current athletes.
Good on you for getting the swimsuit back on, as like a whole lot of other swimmers behind the curtain here. It's going to be great to watch. Quickly on you retired, you're now well into your career and moved on with the rest of your life, but how has life been after swimming for you?
Yeah, very different. So life as an athlete has its perks and things that are challenging as well, and so does life after sport. But yeah, it's just a different phase, I guess. So a transition process, a time to learn new things and be challenged in different ways. So yeah, enjoyed it. It's been good. Thank you.
Fantastic, and you've been probably witnessing some of the performances this week, the qualifications and the new wave of swimmers coming through. What do you have to say in terms of encouragement, inspiration for those swimmers?
It's been a real privilege watching the performances this week and celebrating the New Zealand swimmers who have competed and qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. Yeah, sport's such a big part of our lives these days, and the Olympic values of tolerance, peace, excellence, respect for rules are really what the athletes represent when they go and compete at the Olympic Games, and those positive values that the International Olympic Committee kind of proactively support is really what the Olympic movement's about, and they can all be very proud of being a part of that.
Wonderful, and you've been a part of that a number of times. Look, I won't hold you up. You probably want to start psyching up for the Legends Relay, a big event for you, I'm sure, to bring home the team. So well done. Thanks for joining us, Lauren Boyle. Lovely to have you here.
Thanks, Scott.
Some say it's only water, but for us, it's so much more. It's the challenge we rise to every day. It's the pleasure of teamwork. This is the story of how we give water a fresh new form by molding it into a sparkling masterpiece. Our unique team can make every space truly special, just the way you want it. We are inspired by those who push their limits. We believe in riding the wave, in harnessing the latest advances to make something tangible, lasting, and perfectly formed.
Well, welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. Now we have a really exciting addition to the championships. It's called the Legends Relay. Now each year the New Zealand Swimming alumni host the Legends Relay, with past internationals returning to the pool for some fast and fun racing. And we're also lucky to have some amazing sponsors who support it as well. The Swimming New Zealand alumni was established in 1989 to assist athletes who have the potential to represent their country. we're proud, and they are proud, to have supported many developing athletes to achieve their goals, with grants totalling $46,000 in the past 12 months. And over the years, the alumni has supported many developing international athletes and has now introduced an award for New Zealand Swimming Alumni Emerging Swimmer of the Year. The New Zealand Swimming Alumni has recently been working to establish a mentoring program for our swimmers. The mentoring program will be established to assist all swimmers and their parents whenever they find themselves in a position where they need to make difficult decisions to continue their swimming. Details of the alumni initiatives are available at nzswimmingalumni.org.nz. You can donate there, you can get involved. But wonderful to have this Legends Relay supporting the New Zealand Swimming Alumni this evening. So we're going to go over shortly and we're going to bring them out first. So put your hands together and welcome out to the Legends Relay. In lane one, it is the washing machines. And the head of that team is Olympian Nick Tung. Good on you, Nick. You pep your team?
Well, we're ready to go. The washing machines, look out for the splash in lane one.
Ollie Young, Seb Young, Willie Benson. They're going to be hard to beat. Here we go. Lane two, it is the Sanfords, and the team captain is Stephen Ferguson, recently on the team for Emirates Team New Zealand. Now, Steve, will you be foiling tonight through your 50?
Mate, the gut's starting to get bigger since I was sailing, so I don't think I'll be foiling, mate. No foiling today.
Well, all the best in that team, Brett Sanford, Philip Ryan and John Zolch. We move now, and we've got Gail Johnson. Good on you, Gail. No, you can't get out of that one. Your team of Graham Lang, Nikki Clement, Nee Chambers and Daniel Ryan. You got a word to inspire your team tonight?
Just go hard. Graham didn't turn up, by the way.
Oh, so someone's doing it twice. Well, good luck. This is lane three. This is the McLeod's team. And then we move to the Jacobs Construction team. And the team captain, Hannah McLean, the backstroker, their Olympian. Great to have you here, Hannah, and you've got a good team. Laura Quilter, Anna Jackson, Ellen Quirk. Well done.
Got some fast freestyle women, so looking forward to getting out there and raising some money for all our up-and-coming swimmers.
That's lane four, Jacobs Construction. We then move to my co-commentator, Dean Kent, the captain of the Northern Arena team. Dean, this looks pretty stacked actually. Mark Saunders, John Gatfield, and what's happened here? You're swimming twice.
Well, I'd just like to thank Moss Burmester for pulling a sickie at the last minute. Cheers, Moss. But yeah, so my team up there, they've got the defib ready. They're going to roll down onto pool deck for that second 50. Just like to say hello to Connor and Taylor and Cohen at home. Hey, guys.
Well, good luck to the Northern Arena team in lane five. We move to lane six. We've got Lauren Boyle leading up the team, and this is the ITC Lynx team. Shelley Rowland, Tony Bailiff and Sandra Burrow. You got some inspiration for your team?
Yeah, just keep going.
Just keep going from Lauren Boyle. That's good advice. And then Bob Voss. Once upon a time, Bob, the 400-metre freestyle New Zealand record holder short course. I love that one. Good on you, Bob. David van der Star, Jacob Barry and Cameron Gibson in your team. So good luck to you. Any words of inspiration for your team at the other end?
Oh, you guys will carry the team, I think. This end's not so flash, but we'll see how we go.
Good on you. And we move to lane 8, and we've got Ian Gunny Gunthorpe here, along with Craig Gregory behind Ian. Who else you got in your team? Peter Cosboom and Janus Kodonsky. So good team here, Ian. What have you got in here? 40 seconds or a 35, a 30? What are we wanting from you?
It's not very fast, but it's the first time I'd ever give Lauren Boyle a 10-second start.
That's right. Well, that is lane 1 to 8, ladies and gentlemen. They're all going to have a bit of a handicap. The officials have taken the seed times of these swimmers and they have handicapped them. So some of the swimmers are going to start on the gun So it'll be Lauren Boyle's team starting on the go, and then it'll be some of the teams starting 10, 15, 20 seconds behind. So I think we're nearly ready to go. I assume the starters have got the handicap underway. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Get them all ready to roll. So it'll be Lauren Boyle's team starts on the go in 5 seconds. It'll be lane 3. So lane 3 are away now. Next will be Ian Gunthorpe's team in lane 8, followed closely by many of the other teams. In the water here is Nick Tung in lane 1. Stephen Ferguson from Emirates Team New Zealand and two-time Olympian swimmer and kayaker. Stephen Ferguson in lane 2, Hannah McLean in lane 4, Dean Kent in lane 5, and coming back in lane 6 here is Mark Saunders, I think. No, it's not. It's Shelley Rowlands. Shelley Rowlands in lane 6, Tony Bailiff lining up. Coming back in lane 1 is Oliver or Seb Young now, and this is Nick Tung now. Nick Tung in lane 1. Nick Tung is coming fast onto Tony Bailiff. Philip Ryan or Daniel Ryan in lane 3. Anna Jackson in lane 4, and coming quickly, this is John Gatfield, the coach of Coast, in lane 5. This is going to be a fast finish. Lane 7, this is Cameron Gibson, the former New Zealand record holder, 50 freestyle, and in lane 1, this is Willie Benson, ladies and gentlemen. Willie Benson's going to win it for the washing machines. Cameron Gibson brings in the Galloway team. And third to touch the wall, Dean Kent. Andy Quirk there coming in 4th for Jacobs Construction. And well done to lane 3. That is Nikki Clements. So great job by all of our legends. That was Lauren Boyle starting first. And you can see the handicap on the screen, all of the swimmers all over the different parts of the pool. And we will get a word with the washing machines team. Would like Nick Tung, Oliver Young, Seb Young and Willie Benson to join us for a quick word about their win this evening. So we're gathering together the washing machines. Here they come, slowly but surely. Come on in. We'll only go from the waist up, boys, so come on in. Nick Tung, the team captain, you've taken it out. Nick Tung here, we'll turn around to the camera. There we are. This is the washing machines. Nick, it came down to the wire. Willie Benson, let's have a chat to you. You knew how much work, how much you had to make up there, but you made it.
yeah, I think we might have stitched everyone up there for a bit, so decided to hang around for a few more seconds and give it a race.
Ollie Young, were you searching for that wall? Once the 50 metres was a sprint, now it's a distance race, right?
Yeah, I was searching for the countdown. I think I miscounted it, misjudged it, but hey, I'll take it.
And brother Seb Young, how did that go? How did you feel?
Oh, the years haven't been too kind, and I reckon it was about probably 48 metres too long tonight.
And Nick Tung, you must be proud of your team getting there for the swimming alumni tonight. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah, it's a great cause. Thanks, Scott. Very good. Great for everyone to be here, not just the washing machines, but good afternoon, good evening. So thank you.
Well, well done to all of those former top swimmers that have come out. It's no easy feat, so congratulations. And remember, swimming alumni, that is what we're here for. So hunt it out, have a look at it, support it where you can to support our future swimmers.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Would now like to do the presentation for the Swimming New Zealand Legends Relay Cup, which will be presented by David Benison from Merthyr Pools to Nick Tung there, and to hoist it above the head. Well done to the team, and good on you for coming down and having a go. We're now going to move to the first of the medal ceremonies for tonight's events. And we're going to kick off with the women's 800 metre freestyle, 17-18-year-old age group. And they'll be presented by David Benison from Merthyr Pools. In third place in 9:25.14 from Neptune, Sophie Shallard. These medal ceremonies sponsored by All Proof Industries. Silver medalist in 9:24.90 from Tasman, Abby Smale. And winning the gold medal in 9:21.53 from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. Move now to event 33, the 800 metre freestyle ceremony for the women's open final. Third place, 9:03.88 from Neptune, Ruby Heath. Silver medalist, 8:56.69 from Evolution, Kira Allett. And the gold medalist, 8:46.60 from Neptune, Caitlin Deans. We'll move now to the next medal ceremony. The event 121, the women's 100 metre breaststroke para multi-class. Third place, 153.13 from Auckland, Jane Fox. Silver medalist, 130.13 from Whanganui, Gabby Smith. And winning in 135.99 from Hamilton Aquatics, Nikita Howarth. Move now to the event's medal ceremony for 122, the men's 100 metre breaststroke para multi-class. In third place, the bronze medalist, 132.55 from Selwyn, Yayon Edwards. Silver medalist, 127.91 from Blenheim, Jack Bugler. Winning the gold medal in 126.77 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. The medal ceremony sponsored by All Proof Industries. Move now to the medal ceremony of the 50 backstroke 17-18-year-old boys. Bronze medal, 26.7 from North Shore, Cooper Morley. Silver medalist, 26.67 from Whanganui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. And winning the gold medal in 26.32 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. Move now to the medal ceremony for the 50 backstroke for men open final. Bronze medalist 26.03 from North Shore, Kane Follows. Silver medalist in 25.84 from Pukekohe, Zach Dell. And the gold medalist in 25.07 from Pukekohe, Andrew Jeffcoat. And also congratulating Andrew for a New Zealand Open record this morning in the heats, 25.06. We're now going to have an awards ceremony for the swimming alumni, Emerging Swimmer of the Year. Apologies, we'll be right back, to the women's 50 metres butterfly for the 17-18-year-old age group. The bronze medalist, it is a second equal, 29.23, Riley Britton from St Peters. Second equal for these swimmers. And it is Annie Genkova from Raumati. And the gold medalist in 27.57 from Coast, Amy Crosby. Move now to the medal ceremony, 50 metres butterfly for women, the open final result. Bronze medalist 27.66 from St Paul's, Laura Littlejohn. Silver medalist in 27.57 from Coast, Amy Crosby. And winning in a time of 26.75 from Phoenix, Vanessa Auerhan. We're now going to move to the Swimming Alumni Emerging Swimmer of the Year. And presenting these awards is John Mace. If you could give a warm welcome to John Mace, ladies and gentlemen. John, a life member of Swimming New Zealand. And the awards will be awarded to Michael Pickett and Melissa Cowan. And on behalf of Michael Pickett, Josh Pickett will represent Michael Pickett for this award. The Swimming Alumni Emerging Swimmers of the Year, Melissa Cowan, and representing for Michael Pickett, ladies and gentlemen. And that's Josh Pickett up there for his brother Michael. Sorry, his cousin. Well done to those two swimmers. We'll be right back after this break for part 2 of the final session.
The schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back for part 2 of the final session here at the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. We move to event 36, the 200 metre individual medley for men. There are 3 finals, a C, B and A. And welcoming onto the pool deck now, the C finalists. Lane 1 from Mirihiku, Regan Cross. 2 from Evolution, Thomas Wilkinson. 3 from North Shore, Dita Bisuin. 4 from Waitakere, James Slesser. 5 from Tasman, Joshua Amies. 6 from Waitakere, Hunter Dobson. 7 from Swim Timaru, Matthew Gray. And lane 8 from Central City, Bede Aitu. And Joshua Amies from lane 5 takes them through just under 28. He's got a good handy lead. The butterfly specialist. This is the C final of the men's 200 metres individual medley. We'll be joined soon back with Dean Kent, who held the New Zealand record in this event for many, many years, now held by Bradley Ashby at 1:59.24. And we've spoken many times about how to really excel in the individual medley. It is about really not having too much of a weakness when it comes to the disciplines, the strokes. It is really putting effort into your preferred stroke to get the most gains you possibly can. And in lane 2, Thomas Wilkinson really starting to open up a bit of a lead here in the breaststroke leg. And a number of top breaststrokers in that evolution stable in Tauranga. He's got a whole number of swimmers that are very handy at breaststroke. Into the freestyle leg now, Thomas Wilkinson. Well out in front, looking for a good PB here perhaps for Thomas Wilkinson. A time of 2:16.56 this morning. He's going to blow that away. Looking for a 2:13, 2:14 here for Thomas Wilkinson. Faster indeed, 2:11.48. Great time there for Thomas Wilkinson, winning the C final. And Joshua Amies holds on for second, James Slesser for third. So looking at that result, a great swim there by Thomas Wilkinson. Many of the swimmers finishing around that 2:17, 2:18 mark. And Joshua Amies having a good swim out of lane 2 there too. Coming on to pool deck now, the B finalists of the men's 200 metres individual medley. In lane 1 from Coast, James Donovan. 2 from Enterprise, Jack Keeper. 3 from Wharanui, Tyler Tapper. 4 from Capital, Bronson Lloyd. 5 from North Shore, Patrick McGill. 6 from North Shore, Harrison Cook. 7 from Vikings, Lachlan McKenzie. And 8 from Mount Maunganui, Gus Shivnan. Now Dean Kent back joining me, just fresh off 250s there in the Legends Relay. Dino, we've got Bronson Lloyd in lane 4. He was the one that won that 1,500 metres last night. He's got some wheels, and hopefully he can really bring it through here in this B final.
Yeah, well, I think the guys either side of him will be hoping that they can get a good lead on him, because they won't want to try and stand up to that 27 that he's got coming home. Certainly, when I was swimming 200 medleys, I was always making sure I didn't have to rely on my freestyle, as people would have attested to having watched that Legends Relay just now.
Well, mate, there was certainly some pretty interesting sights there in that Legends Relay, but what I was impressed with was just the pure and utter determination to give the best for the team. But back for this 200 metre individual medley, the B final, very flat across the field, lane 3 through 6. Bronson Lloyd's got some work to do here, but as you said, Dean, he's got a very strong freestyle, and up alongside him is Patrick McGill from North Shore, Tyler Tapper in lane 3. Bronson Lloyd He's looking over to his left. He can see Tyler Tapper in lane 3 from Wharanui. Tyler Tapper having a very, very good final 50, as is lane 5, Patrick McGill. Where's the speed from Bronson Lloyd? The lanes either side have really come through, and it'll be Patrick McGill that wins it. 2:09.63. Very impressive last 50, isn't it, Dean, for Patrick McGill?
Yeah, well, Patrick had a great last turn there and was really, really aggressive into that freestyle. Did a fantastic job bringing it home.
And looking at those times of that final 50, I think it was the two, lane 3 and 5, that finished in a 29 seconds. And the 200 IM, very taxing, isn't it, using all 4 disciplines, really all the muscle groups working, so probably slightly different condition for that final 50 freestyle for a lot of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember Ian Thorpe starting to do medleys, and again, he really struggled coming home in that same kind of speed that he was used to in his freestyle, and it was just the other 3 strokes taxing him more than he was used to.
Well, now we're excited to welcome to pool deck the A final of the men's 200 metres individual medley. In lane 1, from Evolution, Joshua Gilbert. Lane 2, from Neptune, Luan Grobela. Lane 3, from North Shore, Callum Prime. Lane 4, from Capital, Lewis Clearbert. Lane 5 from Capital, Sam Brown. Lane 6 from Coast, Wilrick Kutsia. Lane 7 from Neptune, Zeke Pine. Lane 8 from North Shore, Blair Helms. And we're underway. Lewis Clearbert in lane 4. We're always seeing special things out of him in the evening. This is going to be no different at all. Sam Brown, the youngster, the 17-year-old from Capital, alongside him in 5. Callum Prime from North Shore in 3. Luan Grobela, also dangerous in lane 2. He's had some wonderful performances. Second in the 400 metres individual medley from Neptune. His recent move to Otago has done him very, very well indeed with that tough program. Lewis Clearbert leads them through the first 75 metres into the backstroke leg, and we've heard from him in previous interviews that it is the breaststroke where he's really getting most gains in his 200 metres individual medley. He comes to the wall. Let's check the split. And Dean Kent, 55.70.
Oh, a very good split there from Lewis Clearbert. He's looking very, very strong out of that breaststroke pull-out. He's getting right into his work now. We need the crowd to pull him through.
Lewis Clearbert, and in lane 2 it is Luan Grobela, the breaststroke specialist, who's hanging on and coming into second as we'd expect. In lane 6 it is Wilrick Kutsia, who is holding on to third place at the moment as they turn for home. 50 metres freestyle. Lewis Clearbert looking for a Olympic qualifying of 1:59.67. The New Zealand record 1:59.24. We know Lewis Clarebert's got a very, very fast back end. 10 metres clear at the moment. Luan Grobbelaar having a blinder as well here in lane 2. Lewis Clarebert goes to the wall, reaches out. He's well underneath, breaks the New Zealand record by a country mile and the qualifying mark. What a swim. Perhaps swim of the week for Lewis Clarebert. And interesting to see where this sits worldwide on the rankings so far this year. 1:57.84. 1.3 seconds underneath the old New Zealand record held by Bradley Ashby, set in 2017, and a whopping 1.8 seconds underneath the Olympic qualifying time. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Lewis Clarebert. And coming to look at that result, and Luan Grobbelaar, 2:01.28, got to be a career best for him. Sam Brown, the 17-year-old, coming in third, 2:04.16. A very fast final, and Lewis certainly bringing many of them through. Here with Lewis Clarebert, congratulations. I'm not sure exactly which you'd call the swim of the week, but that one was phenomenal, Lewis.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this morning, I couldn't quite piece it together. I find it hard doing the 200 or coming down from the 400 to do the 200, just with all the skill that's, needed for that. So yeah, just stoked to see the time on the board.
Yeah, did you ever expect to go under 1:58 in that event tonight?
Oh, I knew I had it in me. I just had to piece it together nicely. It's not my main event, but I think it's, it's right there in the back pocket for me to use whenever I need it.
Just quickly, speaking about the 400 individual medley, second fastest in the world this year, must just give you so much confidence going in that you're right in the hunt for those medals, perhaps for Olympic gold. Maybe you don't want to put too much pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good confidence booster going into the Olympics, but I guess once you get there, everyone comes on the same playing field, everyone starts from zero again.
Is there any particular discipline that you've worked on, particularly in that 200-metre individual medley, that you feel is going better than it ever was before?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I came back from Budapest in last year, I think my breaststroke has changed a lot, and that's been the thing that's been holding me back for years. So not sure what time I went in the breaststroke there, but it felt pretty good.
Well done, Lewis Clarebert. Give him a big round of applause. The men's winner, qualifier, New Zealand record holder, 200 metres individual medley.
Swimming is my favourite way to start the day.
It's my escape from the hustle and bustle.
Keeps me moving and keeps me alive.
It's the reason I want to be the best one day.
It's why we're going to Epic. See you in Taupo.
Well, welcome back. What a swim there by Lewis Clarebert. And I think we'll get a quick word from Dean Kent here, the former New Zealand record holder. Dean, just an amazing performance.
Wasn't it special? And I just think, I hope everyone watching and here, lucky enough to be here in the crowd, recognise that they're seeing something pretty special in front of them. And I just loved every minute of watching Lewis swim, and it's so great that it's funny to say that it's so great to see these guys being able to express themselves. But I guess in the world we live in at the moment, isn't it fantastic to see? And geez, we saw something pretty special there.
Totally agree. We'll now move on to event 37, the 200 metres individual medley for women. There are 3 finals, C, B, and then the A final. And coming onto the pool deck is the C finalists. Lane 1 from St Peters, Riley Britton. Lane 2 from Capital, Molly Player. Lane 3 from Waitakere, Vasilina Shipilova. 4 from Capital, Jenna Ralston-Larking. 5 from Raumati, Maya Adams. 6 from Wharanui, Bree Anderson. 7 from United, Alexandra Campion. Lane 8 from St Peters, Sarah Wilson. And you can see the 3 butterflies on the field there, lane 7, 4 and 2. That's Alexandra Campion, Jenna Ralston-Larking, Molly Player there as they lead the way through the first 50 metres. And a bit of a mental play here too, Dean Kent, isn't it? That you got the backstroke, you're looking straight up at the ceiling, you're giving it everything, and then you come into the breaststroke and figure out how well you've done into the breaststroke.
Yeah, absolutely. I think momentum builds momentum. You've got to be strong and into those first few strokes. And I think young Molly Player here in lane number 2 has done a fantastic job through that first 100. And now we'll see whether the breaststrokers have given her too much lead. You've got to get that pacing right in the backstroke. You can't leave too much in the 200 medley. There's just not enough room to catch up if you don't get it right.
Starting to open up a body length lead here, Molly Player, the 16-year-old from Capital. And looking to the other side of the field, it is Bree Anderson, the 18-year-old from Wharanui, and Alexandra Campion from United. They look over, a sneaky look over to the other side of the field. They know they've got some work to do, but now the middle lane starting to come through. Lane 3, Vasilina Shipilova from Waitakere. But it's going to be all Molly Player here in the C final of the women's 200 metres individual medley.
Yeah, she's breathing to the right side here. She can see them coming, and hopefully she's got enough left in the tank to come home with a really, really good, strong swim for herself and a PB.
And she goes to the wall, 2:25.21. That's 4 seconds under her heat time. So wonderful job from Molly Player. And a big future ahead of her. We'll see her in the Bs and the A finals shortly, I'm sure. And Dean, just looking at some of these swimmers sort of breathing into every stroke into the finish, that sort of comes with age, comes with experience, does it, to try when you're hurting, to really try and hold that breath in the final 5 to 10.
Yeah, well, it's something you've got to practice every single hard set in training so that when you come to the race, it's not something you're trying to choose to do because you don't have the ability to turn those things on when you're fatigued. You've got to practice it day in, day out, and if you lose a couple, you soon realise pretty quick that you've got to start doing it.
That's right. We now welcome to pool deck the B final of the women's 200 metres individual medley. Lane 1 from United, Olivia Gibson. 2 from North Shore, Melissa Cowan. 3 from North Shore, Charlie Toos. 4 from Capital, Georgia Wills. 5 from Vikings, Hope Jamil. 6 from Enterprise, Tyler Fino. 7 from Evolution, Talita McEwen. And lane 8 from HBK, Danielle Asiata. Now this Talita McEwen in lane 17, 15-year-old, has had a fantastic last 12 months, keeps faster and faster, certainly within her age group. Right up there as one of the fastest in her age. And an all-rounder as well, so looking for things out of Talita. But in the middle of the pool, it is Georgia Wills and Hope Shamil, also 15, Hope Shamil from Vikings.
Well, see Talita's backing up from the 800 free, which is no small thing. She'll hopefully have a little bit left in the tank, and obviously the training will be coming through.
Danielle Asiata going well. Great start for her in lane 8. She will turn first at the halfway mark. Georgia Wills in lane 4, just a fraction behind. Into the breaststroke now, and now we'll see some of the strong breaststrokers come through. But as you said, they've just been, there's a little bit of energy lost out of those first 2 lengths, so those breaststrokers really need to change those energy systems and get the legs driving.
Yeah, absolutely. You're using totally different muscle groups, so obviously it's something that comes from race practice. There's no, nothing else you can do apart from race it and get those muscles used to that changeover. So it takes a lot of work, and it's really good to see some of these young swimmers giving it absolutely everything.
Georgia Wills now taking control of this event in lane 4. She was the fastest at 2:26.06, so she was a second ahead of the rest of the field leading into this final, but the B final. But we've seen all along, all night, that it can all change. The outside lanes can wake up and have a really, really good swim in the final. But this is a great final lap, Dean, from Georgia Wills.
Yeah, absolutely, and really, really aggressive off the turn, which is what you need to be, especially when you're in a little bit of pain. What a great finish.
And didn't breathe into the finish too. 2:23.15. And Talita McEwen, a great swim from lane 7, holds on to second there. So just looking at that time from Talita, 2:24, I think it was. 4 seconds under her heat, and Georgia Wills taking 3 seconds off. This is the kind of thing they need to keep doing as they grow, mature as a elite swimmer. And checking out that result, Hope Jamil got the 3rd place in that B final. And Danielle Asiata, after that very fast start, got 4th. We now move to the A final of the women's 200-metre individual medley. In lane 1 from United, Alice Waldo. In lane 2 from Wharanui, Hannah Bates. Lane 3 from Mount Maunganui, Zylika Pratt-Smith. Lane 4 from Coast, Helena Gasson. Lane 5 from Hamilton, Gina McCarthy. Lane 6 from Waitakere, Brianna Crawford. Lane 7 from North Shore, Ruby Matthews. And lane 8 from Jazzy, Kaylee Jackson. Away we go in the centre of the field, Helena Gasson. She was just 1/10 of a second off that qualifying mark this morning, and we're all hoping we can get that 0.2 quicker this evening to get under that Tokyo qualifying mark of 2:12.56. Just tweaking the race this morning, Dean. I mean, you must have been in this position before where you're just off that qualifying mark and you have to come back at night and gather yourself again.
Yeah, I certainly have, and I think it's not an easy thing to do, especially when you put everything into it. But, man, we've really got to get behind Helena. This is a big one for her. We really need that crowd to come in, especially in the breaststroke. We can absolutely hear everyone get in behind.
Helena Gasson, 26 years old from Coast Swimming Club. She was gunning for the Olympic Games in 2:20, obviously moved forward to 2:21, carried on training, regathered, and here we go through the first 100, 1:01.38. She goes through a 33.19 in that backstroke. Let's cheer her on, let's get her through. Second place at the moment is Gina McCarthy. Zylika Pratt-Smith sitting in, well, fourth, I think, in lane 1. Alice Waldo having a very good swim in the outer lanes.
Gee, she's looking good, Scott. I mean, that is some really, really good work on that first 100, and now look at that breaststroke. She's giving it everything, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right in behind her. She's coming in. This could be an Olympic qualifier.
A good swim by Gina McCarthy, taking a little bit of mileage out of Helena Gasson, 38.90. This is the all-important freestyle leg. Come on, Helena. Let's get her through to a Tokyo qualifying mark. Helena Gasson needing a 2:12.56. Giving it everything she's got. You can see she's starting to fatigue, but trying to fight it, trying to keep that technique strong. 5 metres to go for Helena Gasson. It's going to be close. Just outside. 2:13.38 for Helena. Gina McCarthy takes the silver, 2:15.68. And third, 17-year-old Zylika Pratt-Smith from Mount Maunganui. A New Zealand age group record for Gina McCarthy. And we'll catch a word with Helena and Gina as they gather themselves out of the pool. Here with Helena Gasson, naturally you'll be disappointed with that, Helena. You gave it everything. We could see it. Dean and I watching just could see the grit in that race tonight, but not quite enough to get there.
Yeah, it is a little bit disappointing, but I've still got more chances and I've got to learn from that race. I think I pushed the backstroke a little bit too much and paid for it coming home in the free.
Well, that's a great attitude. You've got, it's May in Hamilton, is that right? You've got another chance in all of your qualification events?
Yeah, May and Hamilton will probably just be going for the 2 AM and give it a lot of focus then.
Well, you know you've got it there. You were 0.1 off this morning. It's only that much more and you're there. So I wish you all the best for the next few weeks to Hamilton.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to catch a word also with Gina McCarthy. I'm not sure where she's disappeared to. Gina McCarthy, the New Zealand age group record holder in that event, 2:15. Hopefully she can hear me and she's going to come through. Here she comes. Across the pool deck. Always a character, a big personality of Swimming New Zealand, always got a smile on her face. Gina, you must be thrilled with that one.
Yeah, definitely. I was not expecting that time at all because I only just PB'd like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm really, really stoked with that time, yeah.
You're in great form. I mean, how much with each good performance does that just build your confidence every time you jump in the water?
Yeah, well, I was a bit disappointed with a couple of my swims earlier in the week. But definitely, like last day, everyone's tired. Like, it's really good to see some good swims coming out, yeah.
Definitely, you know, Helena and others bringing, and Lewis bringing some of these other swimmers through for some of the best times. So isn't it great? Well done to Gina McCarthy for a New Zealand age group record.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, welcome back. We now move to event 123, the 100 freestyle for women para multi-class. Please put your hands together and welcome them to pool deck. In lane 1 from Te Arawa, Siobhan Terry. In lane 2 from Coast, Nia Wallace. Lane 3 from Wharanui, Gabby Smith. Lane 4 from QE2, Sophie Pascoe. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Tupou Naiufi. Lane 6 from Wharanui, Lily Fox-Mason. Lane 7 from Auckland, Jane Fox. And lane 8 from Zenith, Katie Short. So Sophie Pascoe in lane 4. Dean, we've talked numerous times to Sophie. This is they are swimming through this championships to try and peak for the Olympics in a few months' time. But Sophie's still getting some very smart times and comfortably meeting these qualifying marks.
Well, she's a class swimmer, isn't she, Scott? So I mean, every time she steps up on the blocks, she's wanting to put a really good performance out there and test herself and see where she's at. So, it's really, again, it's a privilege for everyone to be able to see some of these amazing athletes get stuck into their work.
Beautiful freestyle stroke of Sophie Pascoe as she heads down the final 20 metres in this 100-metre freestyle, a 1:03.86 this morning, and she owns the world record in this event. Just under the minute, but as we said, she's going to hit the wall 1:03.76, which is again a bit quicker than this morning. She reaches that qualification mark for the Paralympics. Gabby Smith has gone under her time again. She keeps doing PBs. Well done, Gabby Smith. And Lily Fox-Mason again faster again. Jane Fox has gone 2 seconds quicker again. And Tupou Naiufi has broken a New Zealand Open record. Well done, Tupou Naiufi. And we'll get the result up shortly for that event. So a Paralympic qualifying time for Sophie Pascoe. New Zealand open record for Tupou Naufi in the S8 category. And a nice shot at the start, each with their own technique off the block. And Jane Fox also an open record for S14. So well done, those three swimmers. Will speak with Jane Fox, Tupou Naufi and Sophie Pascoe. So if Tupou and Jane could head over for a quick chat with me. That's awesome. Come on over, Jane. Here with Jane Fox, Sophie Pascoe. Sophie, 0.1 of a second faster from this morning's heat. We've talked about this, but this is where you aim for. A little bit quicker tonight, you said this morning.
Yeah, definitely obviously want to go faster at night. Obviously that's what we train for. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in the time. Not what I wanted, but it's been a great meet for me so far in terms of where I'm at. And we've got a lot of work to do before Tokyo.
Good stuff, Sophie Pascoe and then Jane Fox. Love the twerking earlier. You're going to have to teach all the rest of the swimmers how to twerk. But the twerking must have paid off because you did another 2 seconds faster, Jane. You must be really happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy with what because I was playing with my coach, so I had to follow it, so I did.
Well, that's good. So if the coach tells you to do it, you do it. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Well done. Well, I'm going to go and talk to him and tell him to go quicker again. Can you go quicker again?
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's Jane Fox, and I'm not sure where Tupou's gone. She's probably... Oh, she's here. Where is... Oh, yes, Sophie.
I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive thanks to Swimming New Zealand for hosting this event. It's been obviously uncertain times for everyone over the past year, but thank you very much to all the volunteers, the officials, to the athletes, coaches, support staff to be able to make this a successful event. Thanks, Scott.
Well done. Round of applause, Sophie Pascoe, Jane Fox, and in the warm-down pool, Tupou Naufi also getting a New Zealand Open record. We now move to the 100-metre freestyle, and that's the result on the screen for those watching at home. Sophie Pascoe, 103.76. Tupou Naufi was second in that event, collecting that New Zealand Open record. We now move to the 100-metre freestyle for men para multi-class. Give them a round of applause as they come on behind the blocks. Lane 1 from Greendale, Lance Dusto. Lane 2 from Blenheim, Jack Bugler. Lane 3 from Mount Eden, David Beck. Lane 4 from Whangarei, Cameron Leslie. Lane 5 from Fairfield, Jesse Reynolds. Lane 6 from from Selwyn, Yayon Edwards. Lane 7 from Te Arawa, Bailey Conlon. And lane 8 from Mount Eden, Tate Pitchin. So swimmers of varying disabilities in this event. Three of the swimmers are racing under a physical disability in lanes 4 through 6, and the rest of the swimmers racing intellectual impairment S14. And This is the interesting thing with para swimming. The guy that's probably going to win it is currently at the back. And that's always different. Cameron Leslie racing again in his own class of S14. Great to see Cam Leslie here, looking to go to his 4th Paralympics.
Cam's an absolute superstar in para swimming, mate, and swimming in general, to be honest. I tell you what, most New Zealanders would be lucky to be able to swim as fast as Cam Leslie, and he is an absolute machine. I just love watching him get off the blocks and go. And look at these guys, they are absolutely giving it to themselves.
Jesse Reynolds in lane 5, 101.01 this morning. He comes in. Let's see if we can get them near the minute. 101.12. David Beck, 101.18. Jack Bugler, 3rd to the wall. And now we wait on Cameron Leslie. Let's make some noise for Cameron Leslie, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. The qualifying mark, 1:29. He gets there easy and just outside of his own New Zealand record. And he has gone faster than this morning. He'll be happy with that, I'm sure. And we'll catch a word with, I think the winner will be Cameron Leslie here. We'll catch a word with him. An Paralympic qualifying mark again. He did it this morning. He's done it again this evening. In he goes. He hurt his hand this morning when he came in. And hopefully he's finished on the other arm. Here with Cameron Leslie, another qualifying mark, Cam, and faster than this morning. And that's been a bit of, well, the thing this week, you've been on a bit slower in the final. Now you've gone faster, you must be happy.
Yeah, happy with that. Improvement, right? And yeah, changed a few things between heat and the final, and obviously show with a faster time.
In terms of that planning with the coach, do you know sort of what split you need to hit at the other end, at the 50 mark?
Yeah, we did a bit of some comparison work against when I've done personal best times previously, and how it could change things going out, and essentially it was a little bit more length and sort the breathing pattern out so it's a bit more even coming home.
Do you know after 16, 17 years of swimming exactly what pace you're going?
Maybe not exactly the pace, but I'm pretty good on picking the rating.
Well, good on you. Congratulations to Cameron Leslie, the winner of the Para 100 metre freestyle.
From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance with expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, welcome back to live coverage of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships on Sky Sport this evening. And we've got 4 events remaining in this evening's final session. We move now to the women's 100 metres freestyle. There are 3 finals, the C, B and then the A final. Welcome onto pool deck the C finalists of the women's 100 metre freestyle. In lane 1 from Mount Wellington, Courtney Matthews. Lane 2 from Swim Zone, Lucy Abbott. 3 from Waverley, Tegan Strudwick. 4 from North Canterbury, Holly Rahurahu. 5 from Kiwi West, Paris Cutler. 6 from Central City, Liv Peebles. 7 from Hamilton Aquatics, Jordan Williams. And 8 from North Shore, Chloe Seaman. As they come into the wall, Dean, the tumble turn, so important to make sure you're not too far away, you're not too close, get that feet on the wall and get the big push away.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've got to be really aggressive. That speed in equals speed out. It's a really, really important part of the race. You know, the push-off is probably faster than the actual swimming part, so they've got to make sure they nail that. And look at that speed carried through. You can see it working.
This is Paris Cutler, ladies and gentlemen, from Kiwi West. She's going to take out the C final of the women's 100 metres freestyle, 58.87. And that's a great improvement, a second improvement over her heat time this morning. Well done to Paris Cutler. Liv Peebles in lane 6, also under the minute. She takes second place in that C final. And then it was Tegan Strudwick from Waverley, rounds out the top 3. And the dive, oh so important in the 100 freestyle as well, or in the 50, making sure they've practiced. And we talked about that, Dean, in terms of you've got to practice it in training. It can't just happen by luck on the day. Too deep, you're going to come up too sharper angle, too shallow, you're not going to really get that right trajectory.
Yeah, absolutely, Scott. It's got to be executed to perfection on the day, and that takes a lot of work.
We now introduce to pool deck the B finalists of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Lane 1 from Evolution, Talita McEwen. 2 from Whanganui, Bree Middleton. 3 from North Shore, Madison Kidd. 4 from Evolution, Kira Allett. 5 from St Peter's, Danielle Joblin. 6 from Central City, Ray Kwan. 7 from United, Jessie Welch. And 8 from Hamilton Aquatics, Paige Flynn. And a great start in lane 8 by Paige Flynn. She goes through first, under 28. Danielle Joblin in 5 is looking over at her, breathing off to her right. The third, 25, Dean, so important.
Yeah, that's right. It's part of their race plan. They would have worked on with their coaches. They've got to be putting themselves in the best possible position to do an all-time personal best.
What a great swim here in lane 8 by Paige Flynn. Wins from start to finish, 58.08. 1.5 seconds underneath her heat time. You wonder what happened in the last 8 hours. That's really switched on there for Paige Flynn.
Obviously, she executed that race really, really well. Must have been a fantastic swim for her, personally.
And sometimes you think, we heard it from Hannah Bates last night, maybe it was just time. You know what, I'm being too conservative. I need to push it from the beginning. And she's trusted herself. That's a great swim there for Paige Flynn. Danielle Joblin takes second there, and Talita McEwen having a great night from lane 1 takes third. That one also a second under the PB. Please welcome to pool deck the A finalist of the women's 100 metres freestyle. In lane 1 from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. In lane 2 from North Shore, Summer Osborne. Lane 3 from Neptune, Erica Fairweather. Lane 4 from St Paul's, Laura Littlejohn. Lane 5 from the Sun Devils, Emma Godwin. Lane 6 from North Shore, Karina Doyle. Lane 7 from Phoenix, Vanessa Auerhan. And lane 8 from Coast, Amy Crosby. Well, this is going to be interesting, Dean. Laura Littlejohn in lane 4, but Erica Fairweather on her outside lane 3. Emma Godwin in lane 5. This is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, well, you're expecting to see Emma Godwin go out quite hard, and obviously we'll be looking to see Erica come home like an absolute freight train. So these more sprint type swimmers are going to have to make sure they've got a little bit ahead of her.
Laura Littlejohn's had an amazing 12 months too. They go to the wall together, almost together, 0.1 separating them. Erica Fairweather, as you said, Dean, going to be hard to stop her in the final 50. But Laura Littlejohn and Emma Godwin are holding strong, still pretty flat across the field. Erica Fairweather's got it just by a fingernail at the moment. 10 metres to swim. Erica Fairweather breathing off to her right. She's going to clinch it. 55.49. A New Zealand age group record for Erica Fairweather. The qualifying mark of 54.38 was not under threat, but a New Zealand age group record and national title for Erica Fairweather.
And what I particularly loved, Scott, was those last 6 metres, no breathing into the finish. And you saw that gave just that extra half body length in front as well.
And waiting on the result, Laura Littlejohn got to the wall for the silver. Emma Godwin for the bronze. Just under 56 for Laura Littlejohn. And we'll catch a word with Erica Fairweather. Here with Erica Fairweather, the winner of the 100 freestyle. Well done, Erica. Congratulations. That last 25, head down, hardly any breathing, go for the wall.
Yeah, that was a bit sore, but we made it. Made it today.
You know, that first 50, you probably knew that the other swimmers were going to head it out really fast. Was that any surprise to you?
No, absolutely. I know that other girls have it probably over me in the first 50, but I've given them a run for their money, so that's what that is.
You definitely did. A national age group record for you and another great swim. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. 3 events to go. The men's 100 free in the 4x200 metre freestyle for men and women. So it is event 39, the men's 100 metre freestyle up next. 3 finals, the C, B and A. Coming onto pool deck, the C finalists. In lane 1 from Swim Zone, Ashley Bogue. Lane 2 from Coast, Cole Drinnan. Lane 3 from Coast, Fergus Eadie. 4 from Capital, Atakura Julian. 5 from Tasman, Joshua Amy. 6 from Pukekohe, Blake Elliott. Lane 7 from St Paul's, Dominic Faulkner. And lane 8 from Vikings, Luca Foy.
We love the old 100 freestyle, bit of splash and dash. The boys throwing those arms around. And it's a big wave. You could throw a blanket over them at the moment, Scott. They're looking to do some pretty hot times, obviously improve on what they swam this morning.
Blake Elliott in lane 6, he leads, but it is a strong finish from Atakura Julian. He would have been disappointed not to make the B or the A final. He comes home strongly, Julian from Capital, 53.01. There's a great performance there by him. Fergus Eadie from Coast taking second, and Blake Elliott from Pukekohe taking third. Now 100 freestyle, one of those ones, we've all done it before. You pretty much get owned in the final 10 metres if you haven't done the work or you've gone out too fast. And when that wave of fatigue comes on, it can come on pretty quickly, Dino, can't it?
Well, Scott, you were certainly a good proponent of that. I do remember having much enjoyment watching those races and seeing what was going to happen. But yeah, you certainly don't want to be left wanting coming into those last 10 metres, because boy, it can hurt.
It can indeed. We move now and welcome the B finalists of the men's 100 metres freestyle. In lane 1 from United, Marco Smeets. Lane 2 from North Shore, Samuel Potching. 3 from Jazzy, Bailey Perriam. Lane 4 from Raumati, Tawhiti Tamomo. 5 from Wharanui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. 6 from Pirates, Joseph Stewart. Lane 7 from Waitaha, Zachary Knowles. And lane 8 from Neptune, Tom Gold. Good start there in the middle lanes. That is Tawhiti Tamomo and Taiko Torepi Ormsby, who has won the age groups last year. 52.41. Let's see what we can get out of these guys.
They're looking very, very strong in the middle there. Really, really good rhythm. Very, very aggressive off that turn. Unfortunately breathed off the turn, but something to work on.
Taiko Torepi Ormsby comes in 50. No, Tawhiti Tamomo gets it. Well done from Raumati under the tuition of John Winter. And Taiko will take second in that B final. But again, pleasing to see, Dean, both going under their heat times.
Yeah, well, that's what you want to see from these young guys, getting up and having a finals race and being able to improve and work on their swims. It's really, really good to see them do that and then be able to learn for their next national champs when they're building up to.
Well, we move to now the A final of the men's 100 metres freestyle. They're coming onto pool deck now. In lane 1 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. In lane 2 from Coast, George Williams. Lane 3 from Aqua Blades, Zach Reed. Lane 4 from Coast, Tyrone Henry. Lane 5 from Capital, Lewis Clearbird. Lane 6 from Waitaha, Christopher Ilson. Lane 7 from QE2, Satori Dobby. And lane 8 from St Peters, Luke Mitchell. The New Zealand record holder in lane 5, Lewis Clearbird. Tyrone Henry, he was the fastest qualifier this morning. Zach Reed, the Olympic qualifier in lane 3. Dean, this is going to be a close one.
Oh, it's going to be a fantastic race. You've got some real class in this field.
They come through to the 50-metre mark. It's going to be interesting to see lane 2, George Williams from Coast. Boy, oh boy, he's gone out quickly. Lewis Clearbird on the other side of the pool, breathing away. George Williams is really going for it. Can he hold on? Lewis Clearbird starting to creep ahead. Can George Williams hold on for silver? Lewis Clearbird's going to win it. 49.04. George Williams takes silver. What a courageous swim for George Williams. Third goes to Tyrone Henry. And Zach Reed shut out of the medals on this occasion. What an exciting final, Dean.
Well, I just love the bravery there from George in lane 2. And, outside lanes, you've got nothing to lose. You just let it all hang out there. And I just absolutely love that stuff. It's fantastic.
He really did. He went for it. He turned first by a reasonable margin there, and he trusted himself to try and hold on, and couldn't quite hold on to Lewis Clearbird, but he held on just for the silver over Tyrone Henry. Zach Reed just 2/100ths of a second outside the podium, and Luke Mitchell there, lane 8, coming 5th. Another great swim there for him. And looking at their time, Luke Mitchell going 0.6 of a second faster there, which is awesome. Here with Lewis Clearbird, the winner of the men's 100-metre freestyle, still sort of getting over your swim the other night, the New Zealand record, but only a fraction off tonight, but a national title for you amongst a very talented field.
Yeah, tonight was not really about the time, it was just about having fun and racing. I didn't open my eyes for like the last 15 metres because it was burning a little bit, but yeah, it was fun, Gave Ty a run for his money, which was fun.
George Williams led you out over in lane 2. Could you see him over there?
Oh, I had no idea when anyone was. I was just for my own race, to be honest, yeah.
And you breathed the other way, but obviously the endurance and your 200, 400 background pulled you through. Congratulations on that one, and look forward to seeing you in the relay. That's Lewis Clearbird, the winner of the men's 100 metres freestyle.
Your once-a-year opportunity to swim the bridge is next weekend. The Harcourt's Cooper & Co. Swim the Bridge is a sellout event, so enter today at swimthebridge.co.nz to secure your spot. Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success for over 20 years. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Well, welcome back. We move to event 40, 2 events to go, 2 races to go. And next up, the 4x200 metre freestyle relay for women, and it is the club relay, and they're coming onto pool deck now. In lane 3 is the Howick Pakuranga team. In lane 4, the Neptune Swim Club team. Lane 5, North Shore Swim Club team. Lane 6, the Capital Swim Club team. So 4 lengths to the pool for each of these swimmers. The 4x200 metre freestyle relay for the clubs for the women. And I think it's Caitlin Dean's just finding that sheet with the names, and we'll come back to you shortly, but it is Neptune in lane 4, North Shore in lane 5, and it is Karina Doyle in the water for North Shore. Caitlin Deans in lane 4 for Neptune. So sorry, excuse me, that's Erica Fairweather in lane 4. Karina Doyle in 5. Danielle Asiata in 3, and is it Jenna Ralston-Larking perhaps in lane 6 for Capital. So these 2 swimmers leading the way could very well be in a 4x200 metre freestyle relay in Tokyo. Karina Doyle finished the 200 in 2 minutes, 0.8. And of course, Erica Fairweather hit that New Zealand age group record and qualification in this event. The changeover now, Dean. So important, the changeovers. You've been a part of many relays across many international competitions. It's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. I did love to do a relay with all the mates that you train so hard with. One of the most fun events. You always tended to get up and be able to produce something special. And I just can't help but think about the words of the great Jan Cameron echoing in my ears. Don't you dare go early.
And all of us who swum at North Shore through those years can also remember that, Dino. And don't go early, meaning, well, don't go early.
Yeah.
Really. You don't want to swing around and muck around on the block. You've also got to practice with your teammates, so when they're coming in, they're not going to do anything unusual. We talked about that the other night. They want to come in with a nice, consistent stroke into the wall to not upset the swimmer waiting to go. And a good strong lead here for Neptune, and with the depth of that distance swimming in Dunedin, not surprising here, Dean.
Yeah, that's a really strong program. Obviously, Lars and Kurt doing a great job down there, and these guys look like they are banding together to form a great, not just a great relay team, but a great group of swimmers that are going to help push each other from strength to strength. Geez, talking about the swimmer coming into the changeover, I always remember being a bit worried when Steve Ferg was coming into me, because a little bit like Forrest Gump, it was a box of chocolates, you never knew what you were going to get. And Steve Ferguson loved to pace his 200 freestyle in 50 seconds for the first 100 and about a minute for the second 100, which is always dicey.
So I think this is Ruby Heath going for Neptune, Ruby Matthews setting up for North Shore. Summer Osborne is in the pool. She comes into the changeover. So really it's going to be just how fast Neptune can go here, Dean. I think it would be a very tough ask to reel this back from this point.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty clear lead. So, I mean, I think they're all just swimming for each other right now and swimming for the team. So pushing themselves.
The end of a long championships, the final event for them. You can start to get that feeling that these swimmers, and we all used to have it at the end of a championships, where you start to lift, you start to feel, I guess, happy and excited for the end of it and reflecting back on it. And everyone wants to end on a high, don't they? So they'll give it everything they've got in this relay.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to lose, and just again doing it for themselves and for their teammates. And again, like you say, Scott, wanting to end on a high, wanting to give their all for each other and see if they can squeeze one last best time, albeit in a relay, out of this championships.
So Neptune sends in their final swimmer now. North Shore trailing by 3/4 of a length now. That margin really opened up. HPK, Hawick Pakaranga are sitting in third. Capital might be Estee Jacobs, I think, going into the water. $125 metres to swim for Neptune. And the New Zealand record for this event, 7:55.92, set in January 2012. And Dean, 2012 in January, that must have been a world, what would that have been back in 2012?
Well, it could have been the Olympic Games, mate, I guess, I don't know. But probably more likely the Olympic trials, much like this, leading into London. Get a bunch of the best 200 freestylers together in a club race.
8th of January, so that would have been interesting. So here we go, Neptune's going to win it. The girls are celebrating already. Hit the wall. Neptune win the 4x200 metre club relay. Tess Winneray coming in for North Shore. And Howick Pakaranga will take the bronze and a good final 100. And Capital in fourth. Round of applause for the women in the 4x200 metre. And that concludes their championships. Smiles all round. And we'll catch a word with the Neptune team now, just to catch reaction there before getting underway with our final event of this evening, the 4x200 metre freestyle relay. We'll also have the medal ceremonies following that. Here with the Neptune team, Sophie Shillard brings them home. Caitlin Dean's kicked it off. Ruby Heath, no, sorry, it was you that kicked it off. Because I was actually thinking that's very fast, and it was you. Well done, Erica, and Ruby Heath in the middle there. Well done, team. A country mile win there. We were looking at the New Zealand record for a bit there, but you must be pleased to finish on a high, Erica.
Oh, absolutely. It's been one heck of a week, and yeah, couldn't be better than to win it with the girls.
Ruby, a good week for you too, and how are you feeling after a long 6 days?
I'm pretty tired, but couldn't have finished it off in a better way.
Caitlin, yourself?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm ready for bed tonight, but so stoked to win it with these guys.
Sophie?
Same, yeah. Same.
More of the same. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of a celebration tonight perhaps, and then a little bit of, yeah, definitely. There is the Neptune team, the winner of the 4x200 metre club relay. Please welcome to pool deck the 4x200 metre freestyle relay for men, and this is the club relay coming out onto pool deck. In lane 1 it is the St Paul's Swimming Club team. In lane 2, Coast Swimming Club B team. In lane 3, Coast Swimming Club A team. Lane 4 from Capital, it's the A team. Lane 5, North Shore Swimming Club A team. And lane 6, Whananui Swim Club A team. And lane 7, Swimming Nelson Marlborough. Lewis Clarebird in lane 4 for Capital Swim Club A. Tyrone Henry in lane 3 for Coast A. Away they go down the track, and a good start for Lewis Clarebird alongside him from North Shore. I'm just trying to see who that might be. We don't have it in front of us. But North Shore A is hanging on to Capital A, and lane 1, Ben Littlejohn for St Paul's. Lewis Clareburt still in control for Capital A. 1.5 body lengths now with 50 metres to swim. He'll be looking at about a 1:48, I think. 1:48 here for Lewis Clareburt, maybe faster.
And Lewis Clareburt now coming in. He's wanting to put in another fantastic swim again. Really giving it. Coming in now. Geez, that's a good split. 1:48.86. Great there. Swimming there from Lewis Clareburt. Handing over to Sam Brown from Capital. And Sam poaching in the water there for North Shore Swimming Club. Coming through in second place. St. Paul's holding on to third place in lane 1.
Sam Brown, is it, for Capital? The 17-year-old. In fact, Sam Brown was a part of a super swim squad we had as part of the Banana Boat Ocean Swim Series. We've seen him develop from a 9-year-old. And there's many of those swimmers from that super swim squad back 5 or 6 years ago that have really developed into exceptionally good swimmers. Sam Brown here leading it for Capital Swim Club A, and Talitha McEwen's actually another one of those swimmers from the Super Swim squad, as was Tarquin Magna, which I do wonder where maybe Tarquin Magna taking a little bit of a break at the moment, perhaps. Bronson Lloyd lines up for Capital. Taiko Torepi-Ormsby in the red cap in lane 6 lines up for Wharanui. Cole Drinnan for Coast A. James Donovan for Coast B. Cullen Prime for North Shore. Cole Drinnan goes in for Coast A. North Shore Swimming Club's Callum Prime sitting in second place. Atakura Julian is lining up for Capital, ready to hit the blocks. It is Bronson Lloyd in the water for Capital A. Wilrick Kitser on the block waiting. Kane follows, will anchor for North Shore A. William Campbell ready to line up for Wharanui. Bit of slappity slap going on here behind the blocks, Dino.
Yeah, well, you've got to be a bit careful about that. I raced in a relay team in Japan, and the Japanese team absolutely pounded each other, beat themselves up, and 3 of them false started. So just got to be a little bit careful, not get too excited. But looks like the race for third place is starting to hot up. It's getting a little bit close, which should be good for this last 200.
And a bit of a shout out to Tim Bowen, who was with us last night with the call of the meet. And he said there's more slapping going on than the orangutans at the zoo. Now he'll be listening, so good on you, Tim. And here we go, Bronson Lloyd coming in for Capital A. Atakura Julian heads into the water. That margin has closed. Kane follows, goes in for North Shore A. Wilrick Kitser lines up for Coast A. William Campbell for Wharanui in lane 6.
And that gap might just be a bit too much for Wilrick to overcome, but I'm sure he'll absolutely give it his best. The Capital outfit look like they've got a good bunch of young guys that are all working hard together and pushing each other. And you look what they put together here. Fantastic 4x2 relay.
Atakura Julian going through the halfway mark. 100 metres to go. He'll be able to hear his teammates behind the block there. Kane follows, swimming for North Shore. William Campbell for Wharanui. Wilrick Kutsia for Coast A. Atakura Julian coming through for the win for Capital A. Bronson Lloyd looking on, as does Lewis Clarebert. They snatched the win, 2:31.22. Sam Brown, Lewis Clarebert, Bronson Lloyd there to congratulate. North Shore's Kane follows, brings it in for a silver for North Shore. And William Campbell takes third for Wharanui. Wilrick Kutsia fourth for Coast A. Coast B hit the wall. A round of applause for our men in the 4x200 metre freestyle relay. We'll catch a word with Capital. There's been a disqualification in that event, lane 3, that is event 41, heat 1, lane 3. Here with the Capital team, a great way to finish. Sam Brown winning the club relay. Must feel good.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. The last event, got to get that gold for the boys. Not a better feeling than that, to be honest.
Atakura, you had the chance to finish it up for the boys. You had a good lead, so pressure taken off a little bit?
Yeah, as always, Lewis put us in the best position possible, and then these two again held it for us, and just lucky enough to put myself in that situation.
Bronson, you played a big part in that, and you've had a great week yourself with the win in the 1500 freestyle. What are you guys up to tonight? Straight to bed, I'm sure?
Yeah, straight to bed. We're all dead.
And Lewis, 148 low, solid effort to finish what has been a spectacular week for you.
Yeah, had to dig it in there for the boys. The turnaround was a bit rough, but you know, it's all the training we do, and Sam's telling me to say, shout out to Tommy Wilson back home. Cheers for being the best assistant ever. And Brandon Much.
Any other comment to make to close the championship, guys? Any reflections? Anyone?
Yeah, I mean, on behalf of the athletes, I think we should give a huge round of applause to all the volunteers and officials that came out today. It's been, and the whole week, it's been pretty incredible.
Good on you guys. Well done to Capital Swim Club, finishing on a high with the 4x200 metre freestyle relay. If we can ask all swimmers to remain out of the pool until after the medal ceremonies, please remain out of the pool until after the medal ceremonies. If you could all put your hands together for our officials tonight and our technical officials as they make their way from pool deck. Done a wonderful job all week, and we certainly couldn't run these championships without them, so thank you very much. We're going to get straight into the medal ceremonies for the remaining finals. If you are, for those that are leaving the National Aquatic, thank you for coming along, and we now look forward to recognising some of these top performances.
From the schoolyard to the stadium, Aon has been helping Kiwis strive for sporting success on a local, regional and national level for over 20 years. We're proud to support New Zealand's sporting organisations and communities up and down the country. As New Zealand's leading insurance broker, we can also support you when it comes to your insurance. Expert advice and local service. From quote to claim management, we're with you every step of the way. Talk to your local Aon insurance broker today.
Welcome back. We now move to the medal ceremony for the remaining finals this evening. And presenting the medals, Rodney Taylor, inaugural winner of the Harold Pettit Trophy for most outstanding swim in the 1960 and 1961. In 1960 and 1961, and he is joined by his granddaughter, Liv, from North Shore. Well done. And welcome, Rodney. We start with medal presentation for the 17-18-year-old age group, 200 metres individual medley for men. In third place, the bronze medalist in 2:11.15 from Capital, Bronson Lloyd. Silver medalist in 2:10.20 from Whanganui, Tyler Tapper. And winning in 2:04.16 from Capital, Sam Brown. Move now to the medal ceremony for the 200 metre individual medley. Final open result, bronze medalist in 2:04.16 from Capital, Sam Brown. Silver medalist in 2:01.28 from Neptune, Luan Grobbelaar. And winning the gold medal in a new New Zealand Open record and Olympic qualifying mark, 1:57.89 from Capital, Lewis Clarebird. Move now to event 37, the medal presentation for 17-18-year-old women 200 metres individual medley. Third place, bronze medal, 2:21.18, United Swim Club's Alice Waldo. Silver medal in 2:18.74 from Mount Maunganui, Zyleka Pratt-Smith. And winning the gold medal, 2:15.68 in a new New Zealand age group record from Hamilton Aquatics, Gina McCarthy. These ceremonies sponsored by All Proof Industries. Move now to the open result of the women's 200 metre individual medley. Bronze medalist 2:18.74, Mount Maunganui's Zyleka Pratt-Smith. Silver medalist 2:15.68 from Hamilton Aquatics, Gina McCarthy. And winning the gold medal in 2:13.38 from Coast Swimming Club, Helena Gasson. Move now to event 1, 2, 3, the 100 metres freestyle for women para multi-class. Third place, 109.51 from Whananui, Gabby Smith. Second place in 1:13.34 and a New Zealand record, Tupou Naufi. And winning in a Paralympic qualifying time of 1:03.76 from QE2, Sophie Pascoe. Move now to the 100 metre freestyle for men para multi-class and bronze medalist 101.18 from Mount Eden, David Beck. Silver medal 101.12 from Fairfield, Jessie Reynolds. And winning the gold medal in 1:25.39 in a Paralympic qualifying time from Whangarei, Cameron Leslie. Medal ceremony sponsor All Proof Industries. Moving to the 100 freestyle for women, 17-18-year-old age group. Bronze medal, 58.02 from Mount Maunganui, Molly Shivnan. Silver medalist in 57.82 from Coast, Amy Crosby. And winning in 55.49 in a 17-year-old New Zealand age group record, Erica Fairweather from Neptune. Move now to the 100 freestyle, the open final result. Bronze medalist 56.49 from Hiratonga Sun Devils, Emma Godwin. Silver medal in 55.99 from St Paul's Swim Club, Laura Littlejohn. And winning in a time of 55.49 from Neptune, Erica Fairweather. And Erica Fairweather will also win the South Australia Trophy as the winner of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Moving now to the next ceremony, the men's 100 freestyle 17-18-year-old age group. Bronze medalist 52.82 from Pirates, Joseph Stewart. Silver medalist 52.20 from Whananui, Taiko Torepi Ormsby. And winning the gold, 51.97 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. Move to the 100 freestyle for men final. The bronze medalist in 50.61 from Coast, Tyrone Henry. Silver medalist 50.58 from Coast, George Williams. And winning the gold medal in 49.04 is Capital Swim Club's Lewis Clarebird. And Lewis will also win the Darmstadt Trophy as the men's 100-metre freestyle winner. And what a trophy it is. That'll be going well on the mantelpiece at the Clarebird household. Moving now to the 4x200 metre freestyle for women. The bronze medalist, the Howick Pakuranga team. Skylar McDonald, Danielle Asiata, Caitlin Green and Olivia Sweetman. Silver medalists are the North Shore Swimming Club A team, Karina Doyle, Summer Osborne, Ruby Matthews, Zoe Crawford. And the gold medalists from Neptune, Erica Fairweather, Caitlin Deans, Ruby Heath and Sophie Shallard. Getting some great photos tonight, Simon Watts. And we now move to the men's 4x200 metre freestyle relay. Bronze medalist is the Wharanui Swim Club team. Tyler Tapper, Tom Drever, Taiko Torepi Ormsby and William Campbell. Silver medal goes to the North Shore Swimming Club A team. Louis Clark, Samuel Potching, Callum Prime, Kane follows. And the gold medal goes to Capital Swim Club A team. Lewis Clarebird, Sam Brown, Bronson Lloyd, Atakuna Julian. Well done to those gentlemen. We will now present the Harold Pettit Trophy, which of course was first awarded to Rodney Taylor, who is presenting the medals and trophies this evening, who received it in 1960 and 1961. The most outstanding performance, winning the Harold Pettit Trophy for the 400 metre individual medley, Lewis Clarebird. We now move to the Top Club Awards. With 838 points in third place, Wharanui In second place in 1,072 points, only 2 points behind Capital Swim Club. And the winner with 1,074 points is North Shore. If North Shore Swimming Club could come up to the podium to accept this award, top club at the 221 Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. Cullen Prime, Kane follows there accepting that award, and Karina Doyle. And they're pretty chuffed, a good finish for them.
Fantastic.
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's lovely. Well, I'll tell you what.
Here with Dean Kent. It's been a pleasure commentating tonight for the final night of the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. Dean, a breathtaking night of records and swims. We obviously had Lewis's 200 metres individual medley, which have been close to your heart, and that swim, that New Zealand record. What a swim.
Yeah, so special, Scott. It's been an absolute privilege to be here tonight and see just some amazing athletes, some great New Zealand athletes performing to their best. And I mean, 157, what a swim. It was, yeah, again, just a privilege to be here and witness that.
We had the 100 freestyle para multi-class, Sophie going under that qualifying, Tupou getting a New Zealand Open record there, and then the 200 IM for women, Helena Gasson just outside of that qualifying, but pretty stoic in terms of wanting to come back and do it again in May, which is great to see. And of course, Gina McCarthy, the New Zealand age group record.
Yeah, again, some fantastic swims, and what I loved about all of those swims is they really gave themselves a chance and were brave. And you certainly don't want to die wondering, that's for sure. So again, yeah, just couldn't be more proud to be a Kiwi watching that, to be honest.
Was indeed. 100 metre freestyle, Cameron Leslie, and records across those races too for the age group and Open. 100 freestyle for men, Lewis taking that out, a great race, obviously coming home exceptionally strongly in that final 25 metres. And the women, Erica Fairweather, again similar, isn't it? They come home, they've got the goods in the final 25.
Yeah, absolutely, class showing through, isn't it? And you know, Lewis and Erica having, you know, 3 swims each tonight, and you know, really, and again, Lewis in that lead off for the 4x2, again showing class and just coming home, you know, with all that strength and speed that obviously they've been working on.
That's right, and then we finished the night with the 4x200. They were great to watch, and it finished a great week of racing, didn't it? So we'd like to thank you at home for tuning in and watching, and to the people here at the National Aquatic Centre for following these championships over the last 6 days. It's been a pleasure for me to call the races and be here. I'd like to thank Dean Kent for being here tonight, Stephen Kent, Tim Bowen for joining me in the commentary, and of course to Swimming New Zealand for doing a wonderful job running these championships, as well as the technical officials and officials, swimmers, coaches, supporters. Thank you for joining us here at the Aon New Zealand Swimming Championships. We'll see you next time.